And so for Ashley, this had really caught her off guard. I mean, number one, she's just found out that there is suspicion that her father was killed by somebody. But worse than that was these two officers who had been here were not here to console Ashley. They were here to effectively interrogate her. They were looking into the family to see if, Ashley was involved in what happened to her father. And so for Ashley, this had really caught her off guard. She felt like she was stammering and confused in all of her answers, which only made her seem more suspicious. And it was like every little misstep she had, the police would dial in and ask even more pointed questions. And by the end of it, she was just sobbing and telling them, like, I didn't do this. I didn't hurt my dad. I have no idea who would do that. And so eventually the police had gotten up and left. But they told Ashley they were going to be in touch, and then they were gone. And so Ashley's just left there in her room, wondering what she's supposed to do now. She thought about, sucking it up and just going to class, but she's thinking, like, how can I possibly focus on class right now when I've just learned what I've learned and had this horrible experience with the police? And so Ashley ended up calling her mother, and her mother was obviously very upset when she picked up, even before Ashley said anything. And Ashley quickly learned that her mother also had a sort of similar experience with police that day, that she had also been told that, her husband apparently had been killed and they were now investigating her to see if maybe she had something to do with it. And so the two women just sort of cried on the phone and they began saying, like, I just don't understand. Like, who would want to hurt him? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, they've got to be wrong. Like, none of this makes any sense. And so eventually Ashley's mother, whose name was Stacy, just told her daughter to come home, forget about classes. We can deal with that stuff later. Just come home, be with your family. Ashley agreed that was the most reasonable thing to do here. And so she grabbed her stuff, she left the dorm, hopped in her car, and she drove the hour back to her mom's place.